What's happening, everybody? Brian Peacock here from Locked On 49ers, ready to make the selection at number 2 overall for the San Francisco 49ers. Nick Bosa going number 1 overall really complicates things for the 49ers, I think. And in reality, if there were trade possibilities here, I think there would be definite trade talks, and the 49ers would absolutely be listening to offers to move down from pick number 2 with Nick Bosa going number 1, because Nick Bosa is the one guy in this draft that meets the need and value for what the 49ers would be looking for at the number 2 pick. They do need an edge rush. I think that's no question for this team. I don't think that the rushers like Josh Allen, Brian Burns, the more one-dimensional finesse type edge players are going to tempt them so much at the number 2 overall pick. I think in a trade down scenario, those guys would feel a lot more likely for the 49ers, but I don't see them reaching here if Nick Bosa is not on the board. And we'll see what they do in free agency that might have a big impact on this selection if they are able to knock off some of their most pressing needs before April. And that would certainly allow them to go with a more best player available approach on draft day. I still think that there is some movement that will happen on draft day with the first couple of picks and a quarterback either going to Arizona at number 1 overall, or if they're, smoke screening that interest in Kyler Murray number 1 and really trying to trade out of there. Maybe it's another team selecting Kyler Murray, or even Dwayne Haskins at 1 or number 2, or both. So I think there will be movement in the draft. In this scenario, though, Nick Bosa going number 1 overall, the 49ers sticking at number 2. My phone is not ringing. I have them taking Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle out of Alabama. Even though it is not a huge need for the 49ers, obviously, they have a stud defensive tackle in-house already in DeForest Buckner, who had 12 sacks last year. But for me, there's a clear tier of non-quarterbacks at the top of this draft, and there are 2 players in that tier, and the 49ers picking at number 2 have an opportunity to pick one of the 2 best players in that top tier in the draft. It's Nick Bosa 1, Quinnen Williams 2 for me. I'm not going to reach beyond that top tier of players. Depth chart-wise, the 49ers will have to figure something out in this scenario, but Quinnen Williams, defensive tackle from Alabama, is the pick here for the 49ers at number 2 overall. You can find me on Twitter at BDPeacock. If you have a friend who's a 49ers fan, let them know about Locked On 49ers. And we've got all the teams covered on the Locked On Podcast Network, the number 1 daily sports podcast network.
What's going on, everyone? It's Marco. I'd like to thank Brian for coming onto the podcast and making his selection for the 49ers. I will leave a link in the description down below for his podcast and how to follow him. All that info will be down below in the description. Let me know about the pick. Do you agree with it, or do you think that the Niners are going to go in another direction? You can do that right in the comment section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. We're going to have a lot more videos just like this, and turn the notification bell on, set it to always, because why not? If you'd like to help support this channel to do bigger and better things, there is a link in the description to our merch. While you're down there, you'll find links to our other social media, so please feel free and browse. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. I believe the Jets are up with the number 3 pick. Let's see how that goes. Peace out, everyone.